Now at 5 a.m. on WKYT this morning, funeral arrangements are set this morning for a Kentucky State Police trooper killed in the line of duty. We'll have details on today's memorial. It's coming up in a live report.
A man is dead after an officer-involved shooting late last night. WKYT has learned new details. We'll have the latest coming up.
And Lexington police are investigating a pair of robberies that have happened overnight. Those stories and much more on WKYT this morning.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
It's Friday. Good morning to you and welcome in as we get ready for that weekend. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith, and it seems like it's going to be a pretty nice one. We're feeling pretty good out there today.
Looks good right now. We have the big ball game tomorrow evening. That's when things get a little interesting in weather. Let's check in with meteorologist Jim Caldwell. He's in for Micah. Good morning.
Did you say the big bald game or ball game?
Well, there's that too, Jim.
I thought you were suggesting
always when you're here, right?
I don't know. Temperatures out there, guys, are fine this morning, and the weekend will feature quite a few changes as we'll track a front into the area. We're already seeing some of the cloud cover right here across southern parts of Indiana. That's out ahead of our next system that's going to bring the change. Temperatures are showing up in the mid-upper 50s. Even some low 60s are out there as well. Here's our daily breakdown. A couple of headlines for you. We're talking about a weekend cold front that's going to bring all of this change. Cooler air, we're talking maybe about a 10, maybe 15-degree swing depending on where you are. And then next week stays very unsettled with a daily threat of showers and maybe even a few more thunderstorms. We'll take a closer look at all of it coming up here in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you then.
All right, thanks so much. New this morning, hundreds are expected to come out today to remember a Kentucky State Police trooper who was shot and killed in the line of duty this week. Right.
Kentucky Governor Steve Beshear has ordered flags at half-staff today for Trooper Joseph Ponder, who was shot to death on Sunday night. WKYT's Mark Barber is live at KSP headquarters this morning with details about today's funeral preparations. Hello, Mark.
Good morning, Bill. Today's services will mark the end to what has been a very extremely difficult week for many here in Kentucky as Trooper Joseph Ponder is laid to rest. Now, already today, many are honoring his services or are honoring his service in his life. Here at the Kentucky State Police headquarters in Frankfort, the flags have been lowered to half staff. Now, by now, this is just a heart-wrenching story that many are all too familiar with. 31-year-old Trooper Joseph Ponder shot and killed while he was doing a traffic stop in Hardin County last Sunday. Now we're told that the suspect, the man who killed him, Joseph Johnson Shanks, a man from Missouri, 25 years old, was driving more than 100 miles per hour when the trooper pulled him over. Now investigators tell us that the trooper wasn't looking to arrest him or slap him with a ticket. Instead, they were saying that he was trying to help him get a hotel room for the night. But instead, they say that the man sped off, and then when the trooper tried to pull him over once more, he shot and killed him. Now the trooper is being remembered as a hero on duty and in his personal life as well. They say that he turned down a track scholarship to join the Navy instead, so that gives you an idea of the kind of character that this man had. Now his funeral will be at 11 a.m. today at the Severns Valley Baptist Church in Elizabethtown. Following that funeral, there will be a motorcade procession, and state police say that this will give the public the opportunity that many still have not gotten yet to really honor his life and service in a very visible way. They are encouraging people to come out for this, and we'll have the details for that for you and how you can get involved coming up on WKYT News at 5:30. Live in Frankfort, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you. Funeral services for a Lexington airman killed in Afghanistan will also be held today. 27-year-old Matthew Rowland died on August 26th. Flags will fly at half-staff throughout the day in his honor today as well. Rowland will be buried this morning at Arlington National Cemetery. Well, also new on WKYT this morning, we've learned some new details from overnight about a deadly officer-involved shooting in Rockcastle County.
Yeah, WKYT was the only station that had this story last night. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain on our live desk with more on what we learned overnight. What can you tell us?
Well, Rebecca, what we know is that Kentucky State Police is investigating after officers were called out to a home last night for a domestic situation. That's when the situation turned deadly. KSP said it had a vehicle enforcement officer arrive to the home along with a KSP trooper and the Rockcastle County Sheriff's deputy. When they arrived to the home on Dug Hill Road off US 150 in Broadhead, police say suspect Lawrence Price came out of the home waving a handgun at officers. Police say Price pointed a gun at officers and fired. Police say shots were exchanged between Price and all three officers. Price was hit and later died.
Our investigation so far has revealed that he brandished a firearm in the direction of the officers and fired his weapon in the direction of the officers.
Were not injured. Their names have not been released, and the shooting remains under investigation. At the live desk, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Michelle, thank you. New this morning, Lexington police are investigating an armed robbery. Officers were called to the Shell gas station at West New Circle Road just before 1 o'clock this morning. According to police, a man walked up to the counter with a beer. They say when the clerk asked for his identification, the man pulled out a gun and demanded cash. Police searched the area, but the robber got away. Investigators have only a limited description of the suspect. And a few hours later, police were called out to the Speedway station on Liberty Road for another robbery. Police say a man and woman pushed the clerk down and stole cigarettes. The couple then took off in a red Mitsubishi.
A large search is underway this morning in South America for a Lexington man lost in the mountains. Family members say Enrique Rodriguez is a geophysicist working in Bolivia. He and a co-worker were hiking back from a job deep in the Bolivian jungle, but never made it back. That was 15 days ago. Rodriguez's family in Florida says that they're still holding out hope that he will return home safely.
It's really stressful. We're not sleeping very much. We miss him. Sorry. But we're looking forward to having him home and bringing him home.
Rodriguez's father is in Bolivia today leading efforts to find him. We're told he's working to get help from the U.S. consulate. The family has set up a GoFundMe page if you'd like to help out. We have a link to that on our website, WKYT.com. Your time this morning is 5:07. A Lexington woman accused of killing her boyfriend has pleaded not guilty. Vanessa Napier was arraigned yesterday afternoon on multiple charges, including murder, wanton endangerment, and evidence tampering. A grand jury indicted her last week. In July, Lexington police arrested Napier after they say she stole a bucket truck and led them on a chase while under the influence. They say they later found her boyfriend, John Sharp, stabbed to death at his home on Athens Walnut Hill Pike.
A dress code at Woodford County High School is continuing to cause some controversy among students and parents. Last night, a committee in charge of reviewing the dress code took a look at some options about how to change it. Students began calling for changes when classes started in August. Last night, 4 proposals were sent to the school's decision-making council for approval. The committee did not make a decision, but they could do that by Monday. Parents say they are frustrated with the current policies because they view them as distracting.
We need to concentrate more on academics than how we come to school. I mean, that's my concern, is making sure that my son and daughter get an education and my youngest two get an education as best as their ability.
2 of those proposals called for a reformed code. 1 called for no dress code, and 1 was to keep the code the way it is. The U.S. Secretary of Education was in Kentucky yesterday as part of a nationwide tour. Secretary Arne Duncan visited several Louisville high schools during his visit. Duncan met with school leaders to outline the importance of access to education and the job opportunities that it brings. He also met with members of the University of Louisville to discuss college access and affordability. Our time this morning is 5:08, and WKYT this morning is just getting started.
When we come back, it's a social media craze that's gone to the dogs. What happens when you pretend to pass out in front of your canine friends?
And Apple has won a victory in the courtroom against Samsung. The Apple, though, may be rotten. That story, plus your money watch, that's coming up in a couple of minutes.
Nothing rotten about the forecast today. It is going to be absolutely fantastic. Highs back in the 80s. Now, the weekend, it's a different story. We'll take a closer look coming up.